again, these are the minutes from the June 18th, 19th meeting, so the most recent one. And what we were looking for was some signs or some hints about what they were going to say, what the deliberations were during that rate policy meeting. Now, in this statement, we are hearing much of the same thing that we've heard over the past 2 or 3 months with regard to that tapering discussion that happened all the way going back to May 22nd. I want to read you an interesting quote from this particular statement because, again, with the record being shown here, they're saying that many members indicated that further improvement in the outlook for the labor market would be required before it would be appropriate to slow the pace of asset purchases. In other words, you need to see much more improvement in the job market before there is going to be any kind of hint of pulling back on Fed purchases of bonds and, of course, putting cash into the system. They also went on to say that some added that they would as well need to see more evidence that the projected acceleration in economic activity would occur before reducing the pace of asset purchases. So they're saying job market needs to improve. Other members say that in addition to the job market improving, they need to see economic growth start to pick up before they would then consider looking at reducing those purchases. Also interesting here, several members judged that a reduction in asset purchases would likely soon be warranted. Those members said cumulative declines in unemployment since September, the September meeting, and ongoing increases in private payrolls had increased their confidence. There was one notable dissension here, and that was, of course, St. Louis Fed President Jim Bullard, who said that they should, quote, signal more strongly its willingness to defend its goal of 2% inflation. So, again, maybe some at least dissension there. But overall, Deirdre, this particular statement hasn't told us anything that we haven't heard over the past few weeks. And, of course, this afternoon, Chairman Ben Bernanke will speak in Boston at an economic function. So we'll be listening to all kinds of comments about whether or not any more hints come out of that particular Q&A.